Good morning. It is Thanksgiving morning. That's right, Thanksgiving Day morning, and it is 7 o'clock. I'm up doing my thing, and we got a lot of things to do today, other than eat a whole bunch of food when the time comes. Today, if it all works out, we got some work to do on the new monkey, the red monkey, or monkey do, however you see fit to call it, or just the monkey. Got some stuff we need to change, some things I'm going to do. We're going to do spark plug, we're going to do oil change. I have a couple devices, well, one device really, that I'm going to add to it, and another bracket that I'm going to put on it that was kind of half-heartedly bought, because it serves a purpose, but there was already one there, but I just wanted this one because it was only 10 bucks. So anyway, hopefully after that, it's supposed to get into the 50s today. We can take us a Thanksgiving Day cruise around. I've done it a couple of times, and I believe I videoed it once. So that was kind of what we're going to do today. Booze in the pantry. Who likes English muffins? And quite frankly, so do I. Boo. I ate the last one. He thinks that the pantry is a magical place where food just appears. But, you know, that's not much different from the way my children think. Good morning. We are now out here in the garage. And I will already apologize, one, for the lighting in here, which is terrible. Typical 1960s lighting. Two, the traffic driving by, which will not stop. Don't care what day it is. Wouldn't care if it was the Holocaust or the zombies were coming. There'd be traffic on that road out there. People always have somewhere to be, somewhere to go. I don't think they even know that they need to. I think they get up just by habit, and they wake up in their car driving down the road going, where am I going? Why did I get in my car? I can't remember. But that's just the way it is here. And there could be the possible leaf blower, because I have one neighbor that the leaves offend. He's usually up at 6:30 in the morning, which he was this morning, leaf blowing the yard. 6:30 in the morning, Thanksgiving Day, leaf blowing. Back in about 1977 or 78, when I used to be a kid living here, the neighborhood parents would have probably gotten together and gone over there and taken his leaf blower and then tied him to a tree and let him loose at the end of the day. But, you know, it's a different world. We have to respect the fact that those leaves offend him. We would have just put him in a straitjacket and sent him to the nut house, but we don't do that anymore. So anyway, I wanted to show you that. Mobil 1 oil. Okay, this is an all-synthetic 10W40. Now, Honda, in the handbook, the Honda Monkey Handbook, kind of cool, isn't it? They say 10W30 is what they would use in the bike, and that's what comes in the bike when you buy it. Now, depending on where you live, viscosity is an important thing, okay? So pay attention to what the manual says for different oils in your area. Here in Virginia, and I've gone and talked to our Honda dealership, we use 10W40 and everything. And that's even in the Honda, the GN4, yeah, GN4 4-stroke Honda oil. Okay, this is what comes in the bike, except it comes in a 10W30. But because of the heat and humidity that we have around here, and people really don't ride that much in the wintertime, I do. We are using a 10W40, and that's pretty much all they have on the shelf. Now, this full synthetic 10W40 Mobil 1 has all of the numbers and letters and the doodahs and the things that mean something to someone, and that's what's supposed to go in this little bike. That's another one. Racing 4T, Racing 4T. You put this in, 17 extra horsepower guaranteed. When you hit the gas in first gear, you better be holding on, no matter how hard you're laughing. But anyway, that's what we're going to be using in here. Mobil 1, full synthetic. I'm usually a Castrol individual, but quite honestly, I could not find it around here. Kind of depressing, actually. But I use Mobil 1 in the big truck. That's all I've ever used in it. I know it works well. And with what you pay for it, it should. Anyway, other stuff. We're going to go with an iridium plug. Okay, got an NGK iridium plug. CPR7E AIX-9 9198. For those of you who might, want to try it. Had to order that from the Honda dealership as well. On the infield, I used a bracket for the GPS. I don't put my phone on the bikes. There's several reasons. First off, my phone is a work phone, and I don't really want to have to call my supervisor and go, hey, I was riding down the road on the monkey or the infield and look down and phone wasn't there anymore. Of course, how would I do that? I wouldn't be able to call them because I wouldn't have my phone. Anyway, I like using GPSs, so I buy these. This particular one is what I used on the infield, and the infield running 65, 70 miles an hour. It worked perfectly fine, and I can take that GPS. Let's talk about the GPSs. Okay, first off, this is by Kia, T-I-A-K-I-A. Okay, Kia. Yes, it's made in China, but it has such a nice box. Bicycles, motorcycles, scooters, skateboards, surfboards, jet skis, whatever you decide, tricycles, whatever you want to put it on, it'll fit. So I'm going to use it on the Red Monkey. Again, if the infield can run 75 and hold on to the GPS, pretty sure this will work on the Monkey running 50. Anyway, we'll get that on there. Now let's talk about the GPS real quick. I use GPSs, and they're actually indoor car GPSs. They're inside the car. They're not outside, waterproof, whatever. And I use them because they're cheaper, for one thing. The only bad thing about it is they're not weatherproof, okay? So I would just have to bite the bullet. The two GPSs I have were given to me, so I don't really worry about them getting messed up. People use their phones now. The phones are a lot better to me than having to deal with the GPS, but again, I don't really want to lose my phone. And there's other brackets out there for cell phones like Quad Lock. Hey, they're great stuff, but my God, they're expensive. And I just can't afford it. Quad Lock, if you're out there and you want me to throw your stuff on one of the monkeys, give me a call. I don't have a problem with that in any way, shape, or form. But I just, I really can't go out there and afford to spend, $100, $150 just on the thing that holds the telephone. So I make do with the GPSs that I have. They're all upgradable. The people that bought them, they give them to me. My mother-in-law gave me one. My friend Robert gave me one, and they're all upgradable for free. Because I think a lot of that is nowadays when you buy a GPS, you can get the whole thing about upgrading or updating the thing for free or whatever. And that's what I do. So GPS gets messed up, so what? I'll find another one somewhere. So anyway, we're going to put that on here. The next thing is something that I don't normally do. I don't put stuff on just because it looks cool. I am a person that uses stuff and needs it to have purpose and needs it to be useful. Now, this device is useful because the bike already has one. But I saw this one and just thought, I'll get that. It was $10, okay? So it was $10. So $10, whatever, Big Mac combo, $10. Okay, well, I'll eat that and never see it again. This, I will not eat this and never see it again, okay? This is just your front brake cable bracket that kind of keeps the cable off of the front tire. This goes on the fork. The cable comes around it. I'll show you as I put it on, and it just keeps the cable from getting tied up in the front tire and ripping it off the bike. But I liked it because it actually does say Monkey 125. I just thought that was cool. Now this will probably wear off in the first 7 days it's on. But it looks like it's made pretty good. It's aluminum. It's aluminum. I was going to get a red one, but they didn't have one. The red one that they have does not say Honda Monkey. If it doesn't say Honda Monkey or it doesn't say Monkey 125, then why get it? I mean, come on. Anyway, that's going to go on there too. It literally takes one bolt. You take one bolt off, put it on. So let's get down here and get the change in the oil, get that taken care of, and then we'll work on the add-on stuff. Now, I'm not going to necessarily show you how to change the oil on the Monkey, because if you go online to YouTube, there are 7,402 videos of people changing the oil on a Monkey. Okay, on my particular Monkey, 2020, both of mine are 2020s, really, it's until 4,000 miles, there's nothing more than taking the plug out, draining the oil out completely, and putting the plug back. Then putting the oil back in. Let's see what this stuff looks like. And it's a long-winded bolt. Doesn't look bad. Now, the big thing with the Monkey is it leans, of course, to the left. So you have to kind of pull her up. Fortunately, the Monkey does not weigh much, 230 pounds. And we just let it drain out. Also, we can relieve it slightly by loosening the oil filler. And a little bit more will pop out. We might have a loose exhaust. I noticed that this one sounded a little louder than blue. We might have to tighten up some exhaust down here just to see. One of the things about putting oil back in this thing, if you have a completely dry engine that you say you've rebuilt or something like that, this thing takes 1.1 liters, which is a little bit more than a quart, obviously. So what we do is, with an engine that we're just draining as such, it only takes 0.9 something liters, which is just 1 quart. Now also, I talked to Steve, and supposedly when he did the first oil change, he used a full synthetic oil as well, so that's another reason I'm going back with it. This is the brake cable bracket that we bought the extra of. That's this little wire basically is what keeps the cable from getting caught up in the front wheel or getting over there and messing things up. This is your ABS, small ABS cable right here, and we don't want that stuff to get tangled up in the wheel, so that's why they put this on here. Now I bought the fancy schmancy one, which I at this particular moment don't know where I put. Oh, it's over there. Let's try 8. Hey, it's 8. Alright, we'll show you how easy this is. This is nothing. So you still will need your bolt. Now if you'll take a look, I don't know if you can see it. This is what salt. You live in a salt area, this is what you get. It's a shame. It actually is a shame, but that's okay. We're going back with this guy. And we will put just the slightest little bit of Loctite on there. Used going with the blue. Really all we need. There's a little notch right there at the bottom that goes on. And then we just tighten her on in there. And there we go. Kind of blends in. I would have liked to have had the red one, but the red one didn't actually say Monkey on it. Always clean out your funnel, people. You don't want to dump something into your engine that you're trying to keep from happening in the first place. The newer Monkeys, of course, have a filter. And it's a filter that you can easily change. And since we're on that subject, that's one of the reasons that I didn't get a newer Monkey. I wanted to see about the 5th gear and if it was worth having, and a lot of people just said it's not worth it. The fifth gear is just not worth it. That they had traded in their older monkey, their 2019 or 2020, because they wanted that fifth gear, and they're actually not going as fast or just as fast as they were with the 4-speed. So I did not get the 5-speed newer monkey. I went back with the 4-speed. And the only thing I would have liked to have had, would have really liked to have had that filter on the outside, where I could have got to it easily and not had to take the entire case apart, all that stuff. Alright, here we go, we got our funnel cleaned out. Never, 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 never use a dirty funnel to put the oil back into your vehicle. Now again, we've already had this conversation, but an engine that you just drain the oil out of takes a full quart, basically. That's all it is to it. 0.9 whatever blah blahs. Where a completely empty engine that has evidently been rebuilt with dry, it's all dry, nothing inside, takes 1.1 liters. So here we go. Now, if everything's the way it ought to be, or should be, or the way it was, or the way it is, I should be able to put this plug back on, stand this thing up, look in the viewing glass, and I should be in good shape. I'm getting every little bit out of there. Yep, when we stand her up straight, we're actually slightly above the line, which means when it fires up, she'll probably be perfectly fine right in the middle. I don't know if y'all can hear it, but there's that leaf blower going out there. What time is it? Okay, well at least it's 8:30 now. He's not back out there again at 6:30. Let's get that spark plug out of there. You can see that right there. We'll get that out of there. Ooh, man, she's rusted up. Man, nag's head. Goodness gracious. Hey, can you see that? Old nag's head. Man, hope this thing comes out easy. Yeah, good. There's nothing scarier than seeing a rusted up plug. Because boy, can that mess your day up. And I'm going to tell you, these things, when it comes to threads, boy, is there a bunch of them. But this, you see that? That's nag's head right there. And it's probably anywhere that you live where there's salt water. All right, new plug going in. All these crazy plugs made out of different things: iridium, copper, gold, silver, platinum, Bosch, NGK, Champion. By the way, don't ever use a Champion spark plug. But you didn't hear that from me. Okay, that's in there tight. You just wanted to crush the washer down. That's all you wanted to do. You do not want to put it in there and strip the... Oh, where'd the plug wire? There it is. And we are slid over with our new plug-in. Now with this, the biggest thing is going to be getting the size for the handlebar right. And the other thing is going to be finding a place to put it. Hopefully we have a place. What's this? Oh look, it comes with a birthday card. I'm going to show you this real quick. So I found the adapter that works for my handlebars, and I have to put these little, these are little single-sided tape rubber doodahs that keep it from slipping on the handlebar when it's on the handlebar, so that way it doesn't move. So that's all it is to basically getting it together to be able to put on the handlebars. Now I'm dealing with very little real estate in here, so I got to figure out where this is going to work for me, because on the infield you have a whole lot more in there to deal with, play with. You don't have that with the monkey. So now I got to figure out where I can fit this thing to make it work and not become a major hassle in the process. there you go. Am I absolutely 100% tickled to death with where this is? As far as you know, yes, I am. Alright, so I am pretty much done with what we needed to do today. We've got the oil changed, we got a new spark plug in, we've got the brake cable bracket device blockage keeper from tearing off thing put on, and we got our GPS holder and our GPS mounted to the handlebars. That was a pretty good little time frame. We used our time wisely, and we only spent about an hour, maybe about an hour. We started at 8:30 and it's going on 9:30 now. The wind is outside blowing pretty darn hard, and at this point I don't even know what the temperature is. It's still cold in the garage, but that's in the garage, that's not in the sunlight. Let's just check and see what we're dealing with for temperatures right now. It is 48 degrees, and today's high is only supposed to get 55, so let's see, if it's 48 now, when's 55 supposed to show up? It's not supposed to be 55 degrees until almost 3 o'clock this afternoon, which around here means that the sun will be going down. And I'll be eating turkey and stuffing and hash brown casserole and broccoli. I just got full. I'm not even hungry now. So anyway, gonna clean up, got sockets everywhere and tools all over the place. Gonna put on some warmer clothes, and then we're gonna go tool around a little bit. Turn the GPS on, see how it functions and works. See how she's running with the new oil and the new spark plug, and basically, you know, no exhaust leak. I knew this one was louder than mine. Other than that, we're pretty good. Gonna get some warm clothes on. Let's go take a ride. Are you ready for that? Are you ready to take a ride? Are you want to keep your motor running? Get out on the highway? Looking for adventure at 45 miles an hour? Yeah.